What's going on everyone? Welcome back to version 1. Now in today's video we're going to be going through 10 things you may or may not know about the Megane Mark IV. So let's roll the intro and jump into it. So the Megane Mark IV comes with what Renault call 4Control, which is basically their version of 4-wheel steer, where the rear wheels are actually assisting on turning and general feel of the steer of the car. Now that depends on the modes that you're in, but it assists up to 2.7 degrees, and the Trophy R actually doesn't have rear wheel steer, so that's locked off on that. Now the reason that's made the list is because the amount of times people come to me and they ask me, or they're shocked to find out that this does have 4-wheel steer, so I thought this deserves to be on the list. So these Mark IV Meganes are a 1.8 turbo. Coming from the previous versions that were a 2 litre, this is a completely different engine, and this is actually the successor from the Mark IV Clio and the Nismo Ducar. Obviously those are 1.6 and this is a 1.8, so it's 200 cc's more and it sees a lot more torque. Now this one made the list as I saw a lot of the Mark IV Clios actually on the forums and stuff being stolen, and I found out that you can actually lock the keyless entry to basically disable the keyless entry. So for those of you that don't realise how to do it, if you double press the lock button, you'll get 2 flashes and then 2 fast flashes after, which basically means the keyless entry is disabled. So if someone was to come past your house and scan your key or whatever, they wouldn't be able to actually get into the car without actually unlocking it from the key fob itself. Another handy thing to remember is if you actually double tap the lock, the windows go up as well. So if you're halfway across a car park and you've forgotten, or if it was raining and you'd left the windows open, quick double tap and the windows still up. So just like the Clio Mark IV previous, this has the exact same wheel fitment of 114.3 by 5 and a 66.1mm bore. Now what that means is there's a huge amount of wheels on offer for you guys, as that is essentially a jack fitment. So depending on the spigot ring that you might need to run, like I say, the wheel choice is endless and it's all down to personal preference and taste. So these top-end sport models of the Megane come in now 4 variations. There's the 280 Sport, which is the softer version if you will, then there's the 280 Cup, which is the full-fledged LSD. You can spec it with all the, it's got the Cup chassis and stuff like that. Then obviously there's the 300, which is the softer version of this essentially, and then the Trophy, which is basically the 280s version of the 300, where it comes with the LSD, comes with all the trick bits, Cup chassis and stuff like that. So there is a version for everyone. If you're looking for something a bit softer, the 280 Sport or the 300 Sport will be for you. But if you're looking for something a bit more serious, the 280 Cup or the Trophy will be the one for you. Now, as far as I'm aware, you can't actually spec the 280 models with these Recaro seats. Now, why would you want these Recaro seats? Other than looking absolutely sick, they're actually very comfortable for a half bucket. And like I said previously, if you guys can afford the extra money to spec for these seats, it's 100% worth it. Now, something I found out fairly recently, the RS drive button. Now, if you press it once, as you all know, it goes into sport mode. But if you actually hold it down from neutral mode, it goes straight into race mode for full sends. So after my most recent trip to the Renault dealer, found out to a lad that's just ordered one there that you can't actually spec these Bose speakers anymore. Not really sure whether it's a sourcing problem or what, but if you want to get this sound system in your Meg, you're going to have to get an earlier model. Now I've seen a lot of stuff on the forums and people asking about RS monitor. Now in the Trophy, I was told by the guys that I rung up at the RS line, whatever that is online, I'll leave the links down in the description for you guys to go to. I rung those guys up and straight away they told me that the RS Trophy actually comes with RS monitor, just hasn't been installed. And there it is there for you to see on the dashboard. It won't actually be up there on the screen for you unless you download it from the store yourself. But apparently it is free in one of these, so just make sure you chase up your dealer. Or like I say, follow the link in the description that I follow. And for you Trophy owners, it should be free. So the last thing on the list is some sad news. Now a lot of you guys are aware that Renault going electric only as of 2025 and Alpine taking over the brand, the sport brand. No one knows the fate of the Megane, especially after seeing the newer models, so no one has any idea where this format and platform is going in the future. If you want to see a video on a bit more of that, click up there. So guys, I'm going to end the video there. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like rating and get down at me in the comments if there was anything that you found out today that you didn't know beforehand. And if you knew it all, of course you did. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe as you always do, and ring the bell notification to find your way back for any future Megane content, and I'll catch you in the next one. So the Megane... You can't make it up. But if you want this Bose sound system, you're going to have to get yourself a Phase 1 pre-facelift. What? Phase 1 pre-facelift. So another handy thing, why do I keep saying handy? So if you're halfway across a car park or for any... Make sure you subscribe, check you out in the next video, and stay, no, nips, piss.